everyone, it's Leonie from Stampin' Latte. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up! Here in Australia, and I've got this sweet card to show you today using the Heartfelt Bloom stamp set, which is a free set during celebration. Finishes at the end of the month, so get your orders in quick. The sweet little card that I'm going to make is this one. I'm going to have the full Rich Razzleberry base. My layers here are Rich Razzleberry. The card that I've stamped on is Shimmery White, and I've used the Sweet Sugar Plum ink pad and the Berry Burst ribbon in a bow for the embellishment. Let's get started. So to start on our top layer, I'm just going to use this gorgeous stamp. So I'm just going to stamp all over my piece. Just give it a good press down all over, just to make sure you get a good inking all over. And I just twist mine around, the stamp around a little bit, just to give it a little bit of variation on where I stamp it, so it doesn't look like I'm just sort of plonking it down the same spot everywhere. And you just want to fill up as much of this card as you can with your image. Okay. And just these little areas here, I just tend to fill up with leaves. Just so it looks like the pattern has continued on. Okay, so there is my piece there. The next thing we need to do is we need to cut our panels down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my Stampin' Up! Trimmer. With our trimmer, you've got all the grid lines here, you've got the measurements in inches and centimeters across the top, so it's like a handy reference tool as well if you ever want to convert one to the other. I've also got, it's just got centimeters down the side here, but you've got a pointer on your trimmer blade here, which just shows you, so you can do like precise cutting, which is perfect for what we're about to do, because I want to do a 2 centimeter border all the way around. Okay, so I'm just going to pop my card in. I'm going to line it up with the 2 centimeter mark over here. Okay, I'm going to line it up with the 2 centimeter mark here and push that down into my card, and then I'm going to take it down to 2 centimeters from the edge, so that goes to 10.1, so I'm going to take it down to 8.1. okay, and then I'm going to rotate it, line it up at 2 centimeters again, and 2 centimeters on the ruler here, and then I'm going to take it down to 2 centimeters from the edge there. So we've got 14.4, so we need to take it to 12.4. okay, lift up and rotate again, line it up to 2 centimeters, 2 centimeters on the ruler, push it down, and then 10.1 again, so we'll take it down to 8.1 and around for the last cut. Right, so what you can also do, because you can sort of see the lines where I've actually cut, you can just use that as your guide. All right, and then that center piece should just about pop out. You may need to just snip it out a little bit, so I'm just going to snip that up there and snip this one here. Okay, and this one. Just there. So there's our outside frame piece done, so I put that to the side. Now we're going to do exactly the same again. We're going to do 2 centimeters all the way around the edge. So again, from 2 centimeters there, it gets a bit tricky with these smaller pieces, so 2 centimeters, and then this one is to 10.5, so I'll take that to 8.5 here, rotate it. Now that one is 6.2, so we need to take that to 4.2. Go back to the 2cm line. So it doesn't matter if you don't start right on the 2cm line, and down to the 8.5. Okay, and then our last cut is up to the 2, and then down to 4.2. Okay, and then this middle piece here should just come out as well. Don't stress too much if they don't quite meet up or you have a little bit of overlap, because our layers actually cover that piece. We can bring our pieces in. So they're our panels that we're going to lay these pieces onto. Okay, now because these layers here are bigger than this layer that I've cut out, they will cover up the area that's been cut out. All right, so that will layer over the top like that, and it will cover up any pieces. Okay, so we'll just put our layers on. Again, using the multi-purpose glue allows you to move that around if you've got one edge wider than the other. Okay, so then that panel will sit over the top of that. See how you can get the continuation of the image by just layering and lifting it up. Okay, and then this piece goes onto my card bag. I'll get my glue. So I've got my glue on my panel. I'm just going to pop that onto my card bag. And then I can pop these down, just making sure that the pattern is going the right way. And then the same again with this one, and that one goes that way. And then we can lay out our cards together. Okay, so you can put them down flat like that if you like, or you can put dimensionals just in the little bits here, just to sort of give it a little bit more depth to your card, which is what I'm going to do today. So I'm just going to put dimensionals, not right in the edge, I'll put them in a little bit so that they'll actually sit in that void here. And while it's lifted a little bit, it's not as lifted as much as it would be if it was on like a full layer of card. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so that's that layer on there. Now I'll just do this top layer. I'm just going to put 2 in the middle for this one. Okay, so there's the main part of our card done. Okay, so now we just need to stamp our sentiment, which I'm going to do on vellum. Okay, so I'm just going to ink that up with the rich raspberry because I want my saying to be a little bit more prominent than the flowers. Then once you've just stamped your sentiment on there, you can use your triple banner punch to do this part, or you can just use your snips as well. This is quite easy to do, so just cut from the middle straight up to where you want your banner to be. Alright, and then you just cut from one edge, and then I'm just going to go from that corner up to that tip where I just cut. And then I'm going to do the same from this corner over here. And that just gives you a nice neat. Okay, so to pop this on my card, I'm going to use a glue dot. So just press your vellum straight down onto it. Just down this end, just one glue dot is all you need. All right, pop that onto your panel and then grab a bow. Okay, and then pop that down with a glue dot as well. And then just pop it down so that it covers where you've got your glue dot and the edge of your banner. And there is your card done. So that's a nice card done with the Heartfelt Bloom stamp set. And it's a little more than just a regular card. It's got layers on there for you that you can do, but it still hasn't cost you a fortune to make because you're only using a quarter sheet of cardstock just to do your panels there. So that is the triple layer technique. So I hope you've enjoyed today, and I appreciate you stopping by. And if you have any comments, please don't hesitate to ask me questions underneath the video. And if you would like to share my video, please by all means share it with your friends. I'd really love that. Okay, thanks for stopping by.